Hello, everybody. This is Paul Brinkhurst from FutureWorks, and we're now starting a new video on how to navigate ESAT using the new user interface. When you log into ESAT, you're now going to land on the dashboard. The dashboard has a number of blocks, each of which is giving you information about work that you need to try and look after as part of your regular use of ESAT. This first one is telling you about recent notes that have been added to your system for the learners that you're working with. And you can adjust this setting in order to respond to, when the last time you logged in, for example. When you click on an entry in this setting, it'll take you to that note. You can also click on the question mark and it'll tell you what the box is doing. Okay. So this one is allowing you to find recent notes. This one is telling you when you have a staff assessment score to enter. Again, if you click on that name, it'll take you straight to the assessment. This one is set up to advise you where notes are required. This is only going to appear if, in fact, the reminders have been turned on for the program. And again, if you click on the name, it'll take you to the note entry page for that learner. This box is talking about overdue self-assessments. So you'll only see this if you're a counselor, and it'll tell you that these learners have to do an assessment. If you click on the name, then a box will open for you to send an email to that learner and ask them to complete their self-assessment. And down here, we have two, again, for counselors. This one is telling them that finalization is required for an assessment, and this one is telling them that they have a debrief required for a learner. The details on how you do these various things will be covered in other videos. But again, each of these are active links. When you need to do it, just click on the name and it'll take you to the appropriate spot. That's what the dashboard is for. Apart from this, now let's just talk about navigating the rest of the page. Up here, you have a return button to the dashboard. You can edit your account and you can log out. Okay, so if we click on edit account, you can change your password here. These other things you can't change. The site manager would have to change those. And this is an important one down here. If you're a site manager, but you don't have any responsibilities regarding assessments and the like, then you can ask ESAT to turn off the email reminders for assessments and overdue notes. That would be done right here. Okay, and then we make sure we save whenever we leave that particular page. Over here is the main menu. This is where you're going to navigate to get to the various features of ESAT. Some of these features only appear for site managers. Some of them only appear for counselors. So if you don't see the full list, it's because of the type of account you've been given. Most of these are individual pages. The most important one is the learner page. So the learner page, when you come to it, looks like this. Each of the learners that you're working with is assigned a box. If you see a learner there that you are not working with, you should let your site manager know. Or if you're missing a learner, you should let your site manager know and they'll deal with that. Each one of these boxes can be expanded to show all the various functions for that learner. So you have archive and delete if you are the assigned counselor for that learner. You can view their self-assessment scores. You can access the consensus score panel. You can view and print plots. Again, not all of these functions are available for staff accounts. You'll notice too that the messages in the main box change, right? So this person has overdue notes and it tells you that. This one has a staff assessment in progress that needs to be finished. So the things that appear in the main box here will change depending on their status. In order to go to the note page, you just click on the links. In order to see the profile, you click on the links and so forth. You can search this for learners by name, counselor, or program. And down at the bottom here, there are some control panels for site managers, which will be covered under a different video. Very shortly, every page will have a help or a question mark button up here, which will tell you how to use the page if you forget. And that's essentially how you navigate the main page, right? If you want to learn more about the skill descriptions, just click on the skill descriptions and it will open up in a new tab. You can expand these as necessary. Okay, all these other things, as I said, they're specialist pages for various functions, some of which will be available to you and some of which will not. And each of these we will look at in different videos as we move forward.